Hello everyone, welcome to the Java tutorials. This is chapter number 3. In this chapter we are going to discuss the concept Java basic syntax. When we consider a Java program, it can be defined as a collection of objects that communicate via invoking each other's methods. Let us now briefly look into what do class, object, methods and instance variables mean. Let's start with the object. Objects have states and behaviors. Example, a dog has states, color, name, breed, as well as behavior such as wagging their tail, barking, eating. An object is an instance of a class. The class. A class can be defined as a template blueprint that describes the behavior or state that the object of its type supports. Methods. A method is basically a behavior. A class can contain many methods. It is in methods where the logics are written, data is manipulated, and all the actions are executed. Instance variables. Each object has its unique set of instance variables. An object's state is created by the values assigned to these instance variables. The first Java program. Let us look at a simple code that will print the hello world. As you can see on the screen, let's look at how to save the file, compile and run Java program. Please follow the subsequent steps. Open Notepad and add the code as above. Save the file as myfirstjava.program.java. Copy the code. Open Notepad. Save the file as my first Java program.java. I'll say that in documents. Let's say in the C drive. Click on Save button. Oops. And the next step would be open the command prompt window and go to the directory where you save the class. Type java c space myfirstprogram.java and press enter to compile your code. If there are no errors in your code, the command prompt will take you to the next line. Assumption the path variable is set. Now that type java my first program to run your program and you will be able to see hello world printed on the window. Let's say for example I'm using the online website to execute this program. And we see the output is hello world. Well, the program piece of code is working. You can try that after you install the Java. The Java is not installed on this computer. And let's move to the basic syntax. About Java programs, it is very important to keep in mind the following points. Case sensitivity. Java is case sensitive, which means identifier hello and hello with a small cap h will have a different meaning in Java. Class names. For all class names, the first letter should be in uppercase. If several words are used to form a name of the class, each inner word's first letter should be in uppercase. As you can see in the previous example, we have taken the class name as my first Java class, where each and every word's first letter is a capital letter. My, M is capital, first F is capital in Java, J is capital in the class, C is capital. Method names. All method names should start with a lowercase letter. If several words are used to form the name of the method, then each inner word's first letter should be in uppercase. Example, public void my method name, where we can see my is starting with a lowercase letter. Next, program file name. Name of the program file should exactly match the class name. When saving the file, you should save it using the class name. Remember, Java is a case sensitive, and append .java to the end of the name. If the file name and the class name do not match, your program will not compile. Let's assume in the previous example we have seen my first Java program was the class name, and we have saved the file name also as my first Java program.java. Public static void main string args. Java program processing starts from the main method, which is a mandatory part of every Java program. Java identifiers. All Java components require names. Names used for classes, variables, and methods are called identifiers. In Java, there are several points to remember about identifiers. They are as follows. All identifiers should begin with the letter A to Z, which are caps, or A to Z lower caps, currency character, or an underscore. After the first character, identifiers can have any combination of characters. A keyword cannot be used as an identifier. Most importantly, identifiers are case sensitive. Examples of legal identifiers are age, dollar salary, underscore value, underscore one underscore value. Examples of illegal identifiers 123 ABC, minus salary, etc. Java modifiers. Like other languages, it is possible to modify classes, methods, etc. by using modifiers. There are two categories of modifiers: access modifiers and non-access modifiers. Let's start with access modifiers. Access modifiers are default, public, product, or private. Non-access modifiers are final, abstract, strict FP. We will be looking into more detail about modifiers in the next section. Java variables. Following are the types of Java variables in Java: local variables, class variables, static variables, instant variables which are non-static variables, Java arrays. Java arrays are objects that store multiple variables of the same type. However, an array itself is an object on the heap. We will look into how to declare, construct, and initialize the upcoming chapters. Java enums. Enums were introduced in Java 5.0. Enums restrict a variable to have one of only a few predefined values. The values in this enumerated list are called enums. With the use of enums, it is possible to reduce the number of bugs in your code. For example, if we consider an application for a fresh juice shop, it would be possible to restrict the class size to small, medium, and large. This would make sure that it would not allow anyone to order any size other than small, medium, or large. And the example is, as we can see in the screen, which will produce the result as medium. Some of the Java keywords. The following list shows the reserved words in Java. These reserved words may not be used as constant or variable or any other identifier names. Byte, case, catch, char, class, constant, continue, default, do double else, enum, extends, final, finally, float, for go to if implements, import, long, private, short, switch, throws, and so on. Comments in Java. Java supports single-line and multi-line comments very similar to C and C++. All characters available inside any comment are ignored by Java compiler. For example, as we can see in the screen, this is my first Java program. This will print hello world as the output. This is an example of multi-line comments. If you execute that code, you will see the output as hello world but nothing else. Using blank lines. A line containing only white space, possibly with a comment, is known as a blank line, and Java totally ignores it. Inheritance. In Java, classes can be derived from classes. Basically, if you need to create a new class and here is already a class that has some of the code you require, then it is possible to derive your new class from the already existing code. This concept allows you to reuse the fields and methods of existing class without having to rewrite the code in a new class. In this scenario, the existing class is called the superclass, and the derived class is called the subclass. Interfaces. In Java language, an interface can be used as a contract between objects on how to communicate with each other. Interfaces play a vital role when it comes to concept of inheritance. An interface defines the methods a deriving class subclass should use, but the implementation of the methods is totally up to the subclass. Well, that's the end of the chapter number 3. We hope you enjoyed our tutorial. Get back with more tutorials in Java. Thank you.